What if I told you that there was a product that is both safe and natural and has been used for thousands of years that will boost your immune system, combat cancer, fight fatigue, anxiety, and depression, enhance heart health, control your blood sugar, detox your system, contributes to your digestive health, combats hormonal imbalances, help you relax, optimize sleep, deep sleep patterns, and much more? What would you say? Is this a trick? Is this a clickbait? Is this a marketing scam? Some sort of a new drug? No. Here's what it is: the reishi mushroom. I have been drinking different kinds of mushroom teas, coffees, and elixirs for some years now, on and off, but mostly every day, and I've always found them to be quite remarkable. The effects are astonishing, and this is why I want to share this goodness with you guys today. We're going to start by talking about the reishi mushrooms, which is what I drink after a long day of work to relax, kick back, and prepare for an optimal night of deep sleep. I simply buy my reishi from Amazon because it's simple, it delivers fast, and it has the brand that I like. It's a brand called sigmatic, and no, I am not sponsored. This is not an advertisement. In fact, I did ask them if they would like to sponsor this video because I'm trying to monetize a little bit, and I love their products and have been buying them for years, but they said no because the channel is still too small. But I really like this product a lot. I think it has great effects on my well-being, and so I wanted to share it with you guys anyway. It is extremely high quality, comes in these little individual fully recyclable bags, and it's extremely easy to make. In fact, I just made a cup right now. Simply you pour this little bag into a cup, you add some hot water, you stir it up, and voila. Check the link in the description to this video to get exactly the same mushroom. They also have the cocoa mushroom, which is really nice, like reishi with cocoa. So if you're excited to learn more about this awesome little fungi that boosts your immune system, combats cancer, fight fatigue and depression, enhance heart health, and etc., control your blood sugar, detox your system, and much more, then hit the like button and let's go. First of all, I want to say that these are not magic mushrooms or hallucinogenic mushrooms. Every time I talk to a friend about my mushroom elixirs, they think I'm on drugs, which is not at all the case. Mushrooms contain very powerful compounds that can balance our health and boost our immune system. Some of them are classified as adaptogens because they help us adapt to our environment and external events such as weather change or stress and so on. Even though medicinal mushrooms have just started rising in huge popularity, it's very hipster-like actually now, they have been in fact used mostly in Eastern medicine for literally thousands of years. They contain powerful compounds that can balance your health and boost your immune system. These compounds offer potential benefits for a variety of conditions such as cancer, certain types of cancer at least, autoimmune diseases, digestive health, and Alzheimer's disease. Today we're talking about the mushroom that has the longest historical use of any medicinal mushroom, the reishi mushrooms. Studies have shown that it's really powerful in fighting inflammation, cancer, heart disease, hormonal imbalances, and more. It's a very powerful adaptogen and it really helps the body fight stress and anxiety. It also boosts blood oxygenation, so it's really good for all athletic performances. It supports lung function and can help against asthma and bronchitis. Needless to say, I'm actually recording this video in quarantine at home during the COVID-19 pandemic, and I have stocked on reishi mushrooms because of all the benefits that I've just told you. It's good for your lungs, it's good for your breathing, it's really good against inflammation, which the coronavirus produces these inflammations in your lungs and causes pneumonia basically. So I've absolutely stocked on these little mushrooms, both from this brand and also I got some capsules just in case. It was not a panic buy, I just thought it was smart to stock up on these natural remedies that can really enhance the quality of your lung health and health in general. I personally drink a cup of reishi elixir every single evening. It helps me to relax, and I have noticed that my sleep is deeper and optimized when I drink it. I use different kind of sleep trackers to measure this, such as my watch here, my Apple Watch, and it indicates that it really works. For the reasons that I've mentioned before, though, about the virus and everything, the first benefit that I want to talk about the reishi mushroom is that it boosts our immune system. Studies have shown that reishi mushrooms can infect the genes in white blood cells, which are critical parts of our immune system. Also, these same studies have shown that some forms of reishi may alter inflammation pathways in white blood cells. There has been a certain amount of research on cancer patients that have shown that some of the molecules found in reishi can indeed increase the activity of a type of white blood cell called natural killer cells. These cells are there to fight infections and tumors to rid the cancer from your body. Other researchers have been able to find that reishi can increase the number of lymphocytes, another type of white blood cell, in patients suffering with colorectal cancer. Although most researchers have proven the benefits to the immune system of reishi mushrooms in patients that were ill, evidence have shown that it can also help healthy bodies too. So, for example, the fungus improved the lymphocyte function, which helps fight infections, cancer, and other diseases in athletes exposed to stressful conditions, so very healthy people, very healthy patients. More research is indeed needed, though, to prove the effects of the reishi mushrooms on the general immune system, but it is clear that reishi impacts in very positive ways of white blood cells and immune functions. The second benefit I touched on earlier is its anti-cancer properties. There was one study that was made on 4,000 breast cancer survivors that found that 59% of these women consumed reishi mushroom. On top of that, several studies have shown that the fungi can lead to the death of certain cancer cells, so that's very, very positive. No study has been made on that yet, but thanks to reishi's effect on the testosterone hormone, we are also led to believe that it can be an aid in fighting prostate cancer for men, as well as fighting colorectal cancer, so that's also quite positive. Other studies have shown that it has the ability to reduce the sizes of tumors in the large intestine. Because of its abilities to increase the activity of the body's white cells, it is significant proof that reishi is a powerful aid to combat all sorts of different forms of cancer. The number three that I want to touch here is heart health. One study has shown that over the period of 3 months, reishi mushroom may have the ability to increase HDL cholesterol, that's the good kind of cholesterol, and decrease triglycerides. Triglycerides are a type of fat that can be found in your blood, and having too many triglycerides in your blood can significantly increase your risk of heart disease, artery clogging, and heart attacks. In the USA alone, 25% of adults have elevated blood triglycerides. Obesity, uncontrolled diabetes, and irregular alcohol use, as well as poor diet, all contribute to this high amount of fat in the blood. So if reishi can decrease the triglycerides in your bloodstream even a little bit, it is huge on your health benefits. Of course, don't count on reishi to do all the work for you. If you have elevated triglycerides in your blood, you have to change your diet completely. You have to exercise more, move regularly, and in some cases, your doctor will have to medicate for you for a certain period of time. Number four I want to touch on here is it is a very powerful antioxidant. Antioxidants are really important. That's why you see it written everywhere in your grocery store. Antioxidants here and there. And they sound good, don't they? Antioxidants are simple molecules that help prevent damage to your cells. This is an extremely important function because with sick cells, you would be sick, and the more of those cells die, the more you are dead too, basically. So there are some controversies in studies on whether or not reishi contains enough antioxidants for the status of the big A, but I chose to add it here because I really believe it does, from some effects that I can feel in my body. Number five is that it helps you get control over your blood sugar. Several studies have shown that the consumption of reishi can decrease blood sugar levels on both animals and humans. High blood sugar occurs when your body can't effectively transport sugar from blood into cells. When left unchecked, this can lead to diabetes. One study from 2012 reported that 12 to 14% of US adults had type 2 diabetes, while 37 to 38% were classified pre-diabetic. That is something we need to take very seriously, and although reishi does help, you will need to add exercise in your daily routine, you will need to control your carbohydrate intakes and your fiber intake, stay hydrated all the time, control the amount of food you inject in your body, and so on and so forth. Last but not least, the best of the last, number 6, fighting fatigue and depression. I kept this one last because I know that for a lot of people here, this is probably one of the most important benefits of reishi mushrooms. One study was done on over 100 people with neurasthenia, which is a combined condition of symptoms such as aches, pains, dizziness, headaches, and irritability. After taking reishi for 8 weeks, researchers saw a significant decrease in the patient's fatigue and neurasthenia symptoms. After 4 weeks of taking reishi daily, fatigue was already reduced and the quality of life was improved. Even more, the patients experienced less anxiety, less depression, and more overall well-being. Now, the reason that I wanted to make this video is not for any of the above, actually. The reason is that I've been taking those little mushrooms and I have myself felt firsthand the benefits of the reishi mushrooms. I try to be as rigorous as I can in my routine and lifestyle, and the reishi has helped me on one of the most important part of it, which is good quality sleep. After a nice cup of reishi, I know I will sleep like a little baby and that I will wake up fresh and ready to tackle the next day, the next morning. As I told you, I buy my reishi on Amazon. It's a brand called sigmatic. It's extremely high quality, comes in little individual, fully recyclable bags, and it's extremely easy to make. Also, as I mentioned, I am not sponsored. I tried to ask them if they wanted to sponsor me, but they said no. The last thing I want to say is that when I first started drinking reishi, I really hated the taste. I know some people absolutely love it, but I don't like anything that has this kind of licoricey feel like fennel, aniseed, and so on. But I like the effect so much I continue drinking it, and I don't mind the taste so much anymore. If you think you will drink a tea that tastes like everyday mushroom, don't worry, this is not the case. I highly recommend you try drinking reishi, either with these or in capsules. I will link both in the description below. And if you have any doubts or concern, or if you're on medication, you might want to ask your professional or your doctor. But generally, this is pretty safe. That's it for today. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you've not done so already, please subscribe to the channel, push the notification bell, because there's a lot of content coming our way, meditations, more personal development videos, and so on. So yeah, keep tuned. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.